Hey callers out there, this is Nathan again. Just coming up to you, just gonna do a quick walkthrough as far as like how I do my flats, quick and easy. So first of all, I'm just gonna put my line art on a new layer. I'm not gonna go in too much into depth. There's a couple different ways to do it. I'll put a video together for you, tips and tricks for you for like that in the future. First of all, I'm gonna start a new layer. I'm just gonna enable it flats in case somebody else eventually is gonna come in and look at my file. They know exactly what's going on when they look at it. So first of all, I'm going to do, make sure, because I had my action set it up as RGB already, so I just want to double check that. Fill it the whole page with the color. Then I'll just go through and like start breaking it up just real quickly. So then I can delete that part. Just doing small little changes to it, just breaking up the panels really quick. Just add blue. Again, it doesn't really matter what colors we're picking here because it's just to separate the panels. So now we got this. Make sure as well we got our anti-alias off up here at the top. That one, the same thing. See, with the lasso as well. So now I got these separated. Next step I usually do, I'll just pick like a general color. Here's a page I had flatted earlier. I'll just go in. You can do it with the with your lasso tool and deselect all the background first. Well, what I'll do, I'll just go ahead and have my background, that panel selected. I'll just go in with my pencil tool. And I use the pencil tool because again, it gives you like that hard edge that you want when you're going later on to make your selections. It'll be a lot nicer. And again, just going real quickly. We'll include that part, that's fine. Just outlining him. Again, just breaking up the shapes at this point. You can have your opacity at a lower layer to make sure, if you want to double check, make sure you're hitting everything correctly. Done this so many times in my career, I'm good to go. A lot of colorists use other people to do their flats. It really wasn't a thing like when I was doing comic books every day. But I could certainly see the use, especially if you're doing like I was back in the 90s. If I was doing, sorry, let me get my bucket tool, fill that. So he's separated. If you're doing 4 or 5 books a month, you want to spend your time coloring, not having to hassle laying down your flats. One thing I still like to do, because I'm not as busy doing that many books a month anymore. A lot of this is just in my free time, away from my day job. What I'll do, I like to do the flats myself on most of the stuff, unless it's like a crazy busy panel or page. It's going to keep me busy for a while. I'll go ahead and send it out to some flatters to do for me. But the reason I like to do that is like while I'm doing this stuff, I've already seen the page. I've seen it close up. I'm kind of going through it in my head, what the color scheme is going to look like. So it's just time to think about it, how everything's going to come together and everything like that. And of course, you can easily do that once you get your page back from the flatters as well. But it's just a nice little quiet, peaceful time for me here as I do this. Oops, forgot to close off this hand. Let me go back, do that. One thing I notice as well, when I get pages back from flatters, not all of them, some are really meticulous, but for me, I don't know, I'm just kind of, I need every pixel in its right place. As you can see, I just got this single one right here. That's going to bug me. I don't know why, but I have to go in and fix that. So now we got those two guys separated. Let me just fill these in real quick because it just bugs me. I don't know. There we go. Those are gone. So we'll take this character And let's go ahead and just do her the separate color. And again, you could easily do this with the lasso tool. Again, just make sure your anti-aliasing is off. You know, it's Photoshop is one of those things. You know, there's like no right way, no wrong way to do things. So, you know, it's just your way, what you find comfortable. And for me, a lot of times, because again, I'm not on like tight deadlines or anything like that, so I'll just go through and I just like to use my pencil brush a lot of times nowadays. But you know, you could go like this, a lot faster for you, I guess. So I get that hair up there is fine. We'll include this little bit. There's other ways you could do the flats as well. For me, I like doing it myself. I mean, you could go in like that and say, like, go to your line art channel and deselect if it's on contiguous. So that puts it like that. But I like to go ahead and just do the lasso like this. That way there, in case it shifts in printing, you know, I still have some leeway. Whereas if it was like this, let me change that to green. If that shifted during printing, you're gonna have, you know, that little bit of green sticks out, and that's not gonna look too nice. Also, you got to make sure there's no gray in your line art like this. It doesn't really matter. So you can work on like a lot of these artists that like to do their tones and stuff like that, marker tones or pencil shading or whatever. Oops, make sure I'm on the right layer, I got the right color going. Alright, so now we got our three guys separated here. And we'll just go ahead and select all of this character. And I have, again, go back to my other page I'd flatted before. And again, these are pretty much what the finished colors are going to look like. The skin tones will change a little bit, but it's pretty close. So I got her skin tones, so I could deselect that. Oops, let me get that little bit of hair colored there. And her eye. Let's do a little dot of white. There we go. Alright, so now I could deselect that. Again, shortcuts really help with the lasso tool, speed you up a lot. It's a little confusing. It looks like she's holding. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and draw like that division right here. Okay, it's still looking pretty good. Oops. So go in, draw that across. So like it's still her cape. Not really cape, I guess wrap. I'm not sure what you would call it. Alright, so there's that. Let's see. Yeah, of course, in this one here, she's just not wearing or we can't see it anyway. Let me bring up another page. There's a good one. That was the one I had colored before in the quick run through on everything. Alright, so here's her sleeve color. Again, just already got my colors picked out, so I could just go through and with the color picker and throw those down. There's a glove. Let's see, her main shirt. that color. Deselect that, and we still got the pants selected. Oh, there we go. So I got that. Her boots. Let's see. Hopefully we got that. You know, I'll just do them a grayish color for now. And then deselect that. And a little kick in the face, we'll go like orange, something like that, and bring some interest to it. These guys here are a little bit more complicated. Let me see. When I was designing their colors, I was thinking kind of like Ninja from Metal Gear Solid. That was an awesome game. Let's see, so get this gray. So the gloves are the blue. And we have some gray right here. Getting closer so I can see. Of course, a lot of this stuff, I'm like so picky about the single pixels and stuff like that. You're never ever going to see that when it goes to print. It's something I just need to get over on my own, but it's not going to work. I've just always been nitpicky like that. I don't watch out for the stray pixels. Alright, so that's that part of the armor. See, this part is gray. Okay, let's see. It's like all of this upper body chest part be gray as well. I'll look at it in a second. That's gray. So we got that. This part here should be gray. Alright. So that's blue. This is a white, or lighter whitish. Like that. This part is gray. I think this goes up a little bit more. Let's use that line right there to draw that. Alright. Take that contiguous off, it's kind of bugging me there. Let's see. Helmet. Go like that, draw a line there. And then down like that. And the rest is blue. Yeah, that looks right. Alright, so there's that guy. Now it's this guy's turn. Oops, let me deselect him. I don't want to accidentally color his stuff as well while we're doing this other guy. So gloves are blue. This is gray. So it's always tough to make sure everything's consistent, especially when you're in a hurry. So I just try and take my time and make sure that that's the type of stuff when I'm doing the flats. It's a lot easier instead of going in and having to fix it later on after everything's been rendered. Alright, so we got that glove connects to this. And then the armor goes down his back, which is this part, which goes back. This is the top of his arm, so that's gray. And then that part's gray as well. That's all gray. This is the throat area, so I'll cut that off there. Alright, that looks pretty good. And into this part, lighter part here. Sorry about that, I'll get back to that in a second. Should have shut off my phone, I guess, huh? Alright, got this. Almost done though. I'm just going to do this first panel. I think you guys get the gist after that. So I got that. Oops. You deselect that white part there. Draw in this. Alright. And that does it right there. And of course I would like what you just saw right there. I carry on that throughout the rest of the page. But same process. And hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them on the page. I'll check them often. Check out my DeviantArt page, lummage.deviantart.com. This book is template. I should have more info on it soon for you guys. Thanks a lot, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.